Not bad, not bad. I did admittedly expect this to take a lot longer than just 2 days for me to get, like, a bunch of questions. Like, holy crap, this is crazy. And I am determined to answer every single one of them. I don't care how long this video is. If it turns out to be obnoxiously long of a process to answer all of these, then I'll probably go at a rapid-fire pace. So, yeah, this is the channel's first ever Q&A. The announcement video where a bunch of people commented their questions, I have now taken down because, the time for asking questions is over. So, yeah, no more intro, let's just get right into it. Alright, this first one is from Daniel Freiberger. I'm probably pronouncing that name wrong. Where did you get the giant green spiral piece from? Oh, you mean this thing? This is only in the Mindware Colossal Marble Run. That's where I got the set from. I actually did an unboxing of that set a few, months ago, and I haven't actually seen it in any other set, so Marble Genius, you get on that. You add this masterpiece to your sets. Maybe then you'll actually be able to get back up to the top in Marble Run sales. The next question is from BlueCat122. Actually, there's a lot of questions here. The first question, what is your favorite Marble Run that you've ever gotten? Favorite type of Marble Run is obviously going to be Marbulous / Marble Genius / whatever you want to call all this. Second favorite would be Marbleworks, and third favorite would be Hubalino. As for which of those Marbulous compatible sets is my absolute favorite, that's really hard to, basically impossible to answer, because, like, there's so many of them I have. I guess just, like, the best individual set, I don't know. I just had a lot of good memories unboxing the Mindware Mega Marble Run. That felt like a huge step up for me when I got that set, like 8 years ago, because I could do so much more with it than I could before. Like, before that, all the Marbulous compatible sets I have was the 55-piece Mindware Marble Run, which is the first Marbulous compatible set I ever got, and also the Galt Mega Marble Run. And then I ended up getting the Mindware Mega Marble Run, and I feel like that's when my Marbulous collection really exploded, and I just kept on expanding it for 8 more years after that. Alright, second question. What are your thoughts on Marble Genius going up in prices? I agree with Marble Expert. It's really stupid and not justified at all. I mean, I get that, like, the past couple years, this country's prices have gone skyrocketing, you know, stupid inflation and stuff, and I understand that it has affected pretty much all the products, but Marble Genius, they definitely did increase the prices intentionally there. Like, $100, sure, you include the set with 119 marbles, but that really does not make up for the price doubling or tripling in the amounts. Like, I remember we got the Marble Genius Extreme set for like $50, and now it's $100, so yeah. In my opinion, it's pretty stupid, so, yeah. Marble Genius, take notes. Take your damn notes. Third question, have you ever thought about getting Marble Runs from Teo Bayo, since they have quite a few on there? What exactly is that? Huh. It's an online shopping platform. I've never actually heard of this before. And, already I can tell that this is not happening. Look at this. I don't know any language other than English. How am I supposed to, I can't even navigate around here. I don't know how to change the language or anything like that, or if this even ships to the United States. So, I guess the answer is no. I've pretty much all the Marble Run sets I have, I got from either Amazon for the new ones and eBay for the really rare discontinued sets. And I feel like I'm just gonna stick to that for now. And then the fourth question from this comment is, what is your favorite Marble Run piece that you have? Well, I guess that would have to be giant rail spiral thing, like I mentioned earlier. This thing is amazing. Like, it's just mesmerizing to watch, even though it's basically just a funnel where marbles cannot pass each other. And maybe second favorite would be, I don't know, the whatever you call this thing, the Marbleworks zigzag base. I don't know. I've just, maybe it's just because I've been wanting to get my hands on one of these for years, and it just took me a very long time to finally do it. Looks like we're still not done. This person apparently has a few replies to that comment with even more questions. And I promise, I will absolutely answer every single one. So, let's see here. Another question. Do you know anything about the Lena Marble Run? I've seen it a lot on Google whenever I search for marble runs, so if you know anything about it, then I would love to hear about it. I've never actually heard of that. Let me look it up. Whoa, this is I have never seen this before. What on earth? Look at this. It doesn't really, I can't tell if it's Marbulous compatible or not, but even though it seems like a pretty small set, doesn't like have any funnels or anything like that, it's $96 plus $30 shipping. Like, I don't get it. Like, I guess maybe it's like extremely rare or something, but whatever this is, I'm definitely not getting it. But to answer your question, I don't really know anything about that set. Like, so far, all these things you guys have mentioned, I've never actually even heard of, so that's kind of funny. And then finally, the last question from this user is, how do you tell if a marble is unfair, even if it's not lumpy? Well, even if certain marbles don't have, like, those rigid outer kind of, like, dots on them that, give them extra grip so they get through the funnels way faster, I've noticed that all the handmade marbles, pretty much, like the ones that come with the Marble Genius Racing set, have an unfair advantage. Like, it's, even though you can't visually see any bumps, you can feel them. And when you actually have them on the course, it's very clear that they have an advantage, unfortunately. Like, that's such a shame, because they look so cool as well, but in the past I have made the mistake of allowing certain handmade marbles onto the course, like Polka Dot and the fan favorite Zebra. I've since had to retire those marbles just because they have an unfair advantage, because, well, they're handmade, but, you know. I guess that answers your question, hopefully. Alright, next up we have one question from Adrian Vlogs. He says, my new question is, how long does it take you to build those Marble Run towers? I'm guessing you're talking about these huge 7-foot structures that use like 20 different sets and have thousands of pieces. It doesn't take quite as long as you would expect. Like, if I'm consistently working on these every single day, it is a bit of hard work, but it usually only takes like around 3 weeks to complete, which, yeah, it's definitely not easy. Like, I really had a hard time. I really kind of, pushed myself a bit harder this time, considering this bottom half here uses every single one of my split paths, and it, like, splits into 20 separate tracks, or something ridiculous like that, until this part where they kind of just merge into, less tracks, which goes up all the way to the very top. I don't think any Marble Run has ever, like, taken me any longer than that, surprisingly. I'm sure when I make even bigger structures, it's definitely gonna take longer, but I would say it's worth all the effort. It's just, the downside is that it's really hard to record this thing, especially in this section, because, like, there's so many things here that you literally cannot even see, because it's so tightly packed in there, but yeah. Yeah, so to answer your question, about 3 weeks. Alright, next up we have one more question here. It's a simple one, but quite an important one. How did you get into marble racing? Well, I guess the story kind of begins in the 90s when my older cousin got a really old Marbleworks set, which she still has to this day, although she doesn't even use it anymore because she's a mom now. But, like, at my cousin's house, they still have that set that I sometimes mess around with, except not as much anymore because I have my own Marbleworks set. Well, I have multiple Marbleworks sets, actually, but, like, I would, around, like, 2009, when I was, like, 5 years old, I'm guessing that's the year when I got my first Marble Run set. I got it as, like, a Christmas present, but I believe my parents probably recorded me getting that present, but I don't know how to, like, look into all those old cameras we have that haven't been touched in a decade. But, like, somewhere out there is probably a recording of me opening up my first Marble Run set. It was, an Imaginarium Deluxe set, which, in my opinion, is kind of garbage. If you want my full opinion on it, you can watch the review video I made a while back. But, like, no one on YouTube really inspired me to start, because I kind of just got a Marble Run set and became obsessed with it, and I just never stopped 15 years later. However, some other YouTubers have definitely influenced me, like M&H Racing. Some of the marbles I have are named after some of his marbles, but I've recently been trying to change the names because I kind of want them to all be original, but I haven't really finished out on that. And there were a few other channels too I remember watching, like Yele's Marble Runs. Back then it was just called Yele Bacher, because that's his name. And I kind of lost interest in it when he kind of switched from making homemade marble machines and basically switched to making marble Olympics, basically, which this is pretty cool, okay, but it doesn't feel like marble racing to me. Like, what feels like marble racing to me is kind of the stuff I do on my channel, you know, the classic iMovie editing, the low-budget software, the filming it in my bedroom because I don't have a studio. Although I'm thinking of potentially having a studio in the future. I'm hoping that happens. Maybe I'll have some news on that eventually. But, yeah, I'm not gonna go into too much detail here, because I could make a whole, like, hour-long video about all this. And, sadly, a lot of my earlier Marble Run videos, pretty much almost all of them, are completely lost to time, because I had a habit of often deleting everything after my device would run out of storage, and that means that my earliest Marble Runs are pretty much lost to time, and the only place they're archived is in my brain. Basically, I got a Christmas present. End of story. Alright, here's the next ones. I'm wondering if someone were to hand you any random piece of Marble Run that you have, will you know the brand and set it came from? Sometimes. You know, like, I would instantly know the green rail spiral came from Mindware because it's the only set that has it. But stuff like, I don't know, the Marbulous vertical paddle wheel, multiple brands can have this, like Marbulous, Mindware, Lakeshore Learning, etc. So, yeah, some brands have completely identical pieces, so even I wouldn't be able to tell the difference between some of them, but for some of them I definitely could. And the next question from the same commenter, approximately how many Marble Run pieces do you have? Lots. What, you think I'm just gonna count all of them? Hell no! Do you have any questions for your viewers? What are you doing with your life? Alright, the next couple questions are from my buddy Marble Expert. Number 1, when buying new Marble Runs, would you prioritize getting compatible Marble Runs, for example, like Marbulous, Marbleworks, or getting a brand new Marble Run system? Nowadays, I've decided that I'm just gonna mainly stick to Marbulous, Marbleworks, and Hubolino. Actually, maybe just Marbulous and Marbleworks, because I'm very satisfied with the Hubolino collection I have now. In fact, I don't think I have room for more pieces, or at least if I get more, I'm gonna have to get a whole nother box. And, like, I just feel like I could get, I was thinking of getting another Cuba Maze set, but I just don't find myself, using Cuba Maze too much. Like, it's cool that I have it, and I have made a few runs with it, but, like, it's clear that I'm much more obsessed with Marbulous and Marbleworks, and, of course, Hubolino. Question 2. Out of all the Marble Runs you own, which one would you want to get more of or buy again? And which ones do you most regret getting? Okay, so, which one would I want to get again? Probably, if I had to choose one, I would probably go with, Marble Genius Racing set, just because it has very good, unpredictable funnels. But I don't want more of them. And which set do I most regret getting? Some of you watching this might actually know. But I don't think I'm allowed to say it, due to, reasons. Oh gosh, you might be watching me. I gotta get out of here, holy shit! Ah! How many Marble Run elevators do you own? At the moment, I have 10. Specifically, I have 8 of those common chain lift elevators, I have 1 vintage Marbulous elevator, and 1 red box auger lift. And am I gonna get more? Probably. If I try to break the record for the biggest Marble Run I've ever made, then I'm definitely gonna want to have more elevators. But at the moment, I don't really plan on getting it. But wait a minute, that isn't even part of the question. You just asked me how many well, guess what? You get a bonus answer. There you go. Now you know. My future plans for getting elevators. I don't know them. So, that is all of Marble Expert's questions. Let's move up to the next one. This is DD7777. So, let's see here. Oh, okay, I have a few questions. Do you plan on buying any Yellow's Marble Runs marble teams? No. I don't actually watch the Marble League, surprisingly. I know it's like a huge thing. It's like part of the biggest marble racing channel on YouTube. But, like, I'm not much of a sports fan, believe it or not. I really just started with marble runs just because I was fascinated with seeing marbles roll down tracks. It just looked so cool, and eventually I wanted to do races with it, so I did. So, no, I don't think I'll buy anything from Yellow's Marble Runs, at least not anytime soon. Maybe if they come out with more, Marbulous-compatible Marble Run sets, not just the bland one they have right now, then maybe I'll get it, but for now, it's gonna be a while. Anyways, the next question, do you ever get confused while you're building a giant set? Like, what direction to put each piece to make it work? No, not really. I think that, at least when I do get confused, it's not because of that. Like, when I was confused making this, it was just hard to, like, keep track of how many individual paths I needed to work on. Because there have been times where I've accidentally blocked some off, basically having no track that leads to certain parts of the course just because I just forgot about them. That luckily did not happen with this one, but boy, it definitely could have if I wasn't being careful. And now the most important, serious question ever. Do you like ducks? No. The next 3 questions are from Ultimate Gamer Trainers, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Number 1, what is your favorite thing to do that is not marble runs? Gaming. I play a lot of Minecraft. I basically make insane creations. I'm currently working on a few maps that'll probably show off on the new channel once I start it, hopefully next year. And ever since 2015, up until I retired earlier this year, I played a whole lot of Geometry Dash, both creating half-decent looking levels and also playing, which I would consider myself moderately good, beating a few demons. But, like, I kind of just retired from that game. I just lost interest. I couldn't enjoy it anymore, even with 2.2 being out. It took 6 years. Like, the hype was dead for a long time, but, like, I pretty much just play Minecraft and a bunch of other unrelated games. Anyways, what is your favorite YouTuber to watch? I don't really have a favorite. I kind of just like them all. I watch a lot of. I don't really watch all that many marble racing YouTubers anymore. Like, I do watch Marble Expert, but, like, that's kind of about it. I just really like his reviews on stuff. And also, he literally has an even bigger Marvelous collection than me. Like, even more obscure pieces that are not known of at all. Like, it's crazy. But, like, I used to watch M&H Racing a lot, especially back when the channel was called EversWK. Yes, I've been around for that long. But I kind of lost interest due to just, like, not really being a huge fan of the direction the channel has taken. But I do still appreciate M&H Racing for contributing to so many other elements of other people's marble races, like the names of a lot of the marbles, and also some of the tournament formats and stuff like that. As for non-marble content, pretty much just, I don't really have a favorite. I just kind of watch whatever. I've watched, like, a lot of documentaries and stuff, but, number 3, do you plan on collaborating with other marble run YouTubers? Not at the moment. I'm not sure if I ever have in the past, like, before this channel. I had multiple other channels that, no longer exist for very complicated reasons I will not get into. But, like, the thing is that, like, if I were to do a collaboration, I don't know what I would do. But, I don't know, maybe something unexpected will happen. I'm not really sure. Next up, the next question is from Sam Fish. This is the easiest one to answer. Have you heard of the channel Yellow's Marble Runs? Yeah, of course I have. It's the most popular marble racing channel on YouTube. Now you know. Alright, the final set of questions comes from Renee Genspersky, assuming I'm pronouncing that name correctly. Question 1. Why did you remove the marble Autobahn segment in reviewing all your sets part 4?
Sorry, your question cannot be answered. Or at least, for my safety, I cannot tell you the answer. But let's just put it this way. I poked the sleeping bear.
You saw nothing. That was just technical difficulties. Anyways, the second question from that exact same comment is, what country would you like to visit the most? Well, the thing is, I've never actually been anywhere outside the United States, and I don't exactly want to go anywhere, specifically just because I really like it here. Well, I guess if I had to choose one, it would probably just be, I don't know, Japan's pretty cool, I guess. Number 4, what's my favorite movie? I don't know, probably Wonka. It just kind of brought me back to my childhood imagination, I think, which is something I've been missing out on for a long time. And the next one, favorite animal. Humans, of course. All other animals suck. And the last question right here, will you try the marble Autobahn set on a table? I know this sounds like a bad idea, but I've seen other people, including M&A Tracing, do it and it worked. No. Just no. I'm not gonna do anything with that set ever again. As I tried to explain earlier, I don't feel like it's a safe idea for me to explain why I removed mentions of that set from the video, but out of respect for the creator of it, and also just because I don't want to stir up any more unnecessary drama, this is the very last time you'll ever hear me mention the Marble Autobahn, okay? It's, in all seriousness, it's a very serious and important reason why I had to remove every mention of it from my videos, but I'm fine. Sorry if you wanted to see more content about it, but you ain't getting it. But you will be getting content for pretty much every other Marble Run set I have. So, yeah, hopefully you're looking forward to that. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is pretty much all of the questions that I've gotten. Well, not just pretty much. I'm pretty sure I got all of them. Lie detected. Wow, so as I was editing this video, I realized that I did miss out on some questions. A lot of questions, actually. These next couple ones are also from Renee Genspersky again. So let's see here. Question 3. Have you heard about the object show community? Yeah, I guess so. I remember like 10 years ago I watched the first season of BFDI. I never really cared for it after that. I only really know about that YouTube show just because it's created by the creators of all these classic marble races from my childhood that I'm sure many of you recognize. And I know there's been like tons of like fan shows or whatever and just people who are fans of those kind of things, but I honestly never really have been. But yeah, I've heard of it. I'm just not involved with it. Let's see here. Number 5, thoughts on the Marble Genius set? I don't know which set you're talking about. There's so many of them, but I generally I do like the overall Marble Genius brand just because it has like the biggest variety out of any Marble Run producer. Although, of course, they're not perfect. I have criticized them in the past for sneakily raising up their prices and also, you know, the deceptive advertising. But, you know, they're good. So, yeah, and that's it for that person's questions. And it looks like the next one is from Cat'seye06. The question is, how long has it taken you to get this collection? And how much have you bought off third-party sites? First question, again, as I stated earlier, I probably started with marble runs probably as early as 2009. I'm guessing it's sometime between 2009 and 2012. My earliest recorded marble races are from 2013. And how much have I gotten off third-party sites? Only third-party site, I guess you could say, is eBay. Pretty much all the Marble Run sets I have came from either Amazon or eBay. And yeah, I've certainly gotten a lot of rare, very impossible to find sets from eBay. Like, you know, Redbox Marble Express, and, you know, the old version of the Marble Run, stuff like that. And I do have some more ones coming this Christmas. There are a few sets I'm getting off eBay for Christmas, and you guys are just gonna have to wait a few days to see what those are. Or maybe you already have seen them, because I don't know if this video is gonna be uploaded before or after Christmas. It just depends on when I finish it. And that is it for that person's questions. And now, all we gotta do is go to the very bottom, and now we have the true final question for our first ever Q&A. It is from Lime Green Olive Forest. And this is a very deep, meaningful comment. I've been wondering, like, how I'm supposed to answer this. This is such a meaningful, important message which will stump all of humanity. The last question is C. Yes. And there you go. That is all the questions. If I missed out on any previously, then I've certainly gotten all of them now. Right? Right, guys? I didn't miss out on anything? Well, if I did, you guys are just gonna have to let me know. But anyways, I guess that is actually finally it for this Q&A. So I guess I'll let the outro of this video continue playing now. So yeah, I guess that's it for this first ever Q&A. Thank you guys for watching this. It's literally midnight right now because for some reason I decided to do all this in one sitting. So yeah, I gotta go to bed. Thank you guys for watching this. Make sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.